Hello guys, what is up? My name is Midway and welcome to this video where we are looking at how to kill LEAH on Gambit as a Holy Paladin in patch 9.2 that also happens to be playing Necrolord. On this fight we are pulling LEAH to this corner, and the reason for that is so that the assassins are spawning right on top of us, so we don't have to move around and try and get them, although some of them can actually jump backwards like that, but still, this is way more neat. The only downside to this strat is that you will first have to move out of the for the slam, so that's that, and then somebody else is gonna have to go away and soak the collapsing stars, because as a Holy Paladin doing that ourselves is not very good, since we cannot generate almost any holy power while being away from melee. So ideally some range or some DPS that doesn't lose too much would go away and do that. Other than that, as Necrolord, this fight is way easier than as Venthyr, because if we are good enough and we are lucky, we can always have at least one charge of the hammer for every collapsing star. Usually we could have two, because the recharge rate, the cooldown on the collapsing star is long enough, so we can always just get at least 1.5 charges, potentially 2 during the duration of the collapsing star, or the time that it takes us to soak the collapsing star. As a 5 milli comp that we are running, we are pretty much always gonna be hitting everybody with the Lights of Dawn, so our AoE healing is very good. Look at this, somebody soaks, and we just almost top everybody up in like 2 Words of Glory, consuming the stacks of the hammer. If that's not the case and you are running with 2 range or like 1 or 2 range, this is gonna be not as easy, but you can still always Word of Glory off of the range and try and get as much value as from that as possible. Still, the fight is straightforward. Deal with the ads, keep him kicked, and just kill him. And whenever the collapsing star comes, have somebody, usually, ideally not you, but if nobody wants to do it, I mean, might as well you be the one doing it if it's close to melee. And yeah, just keep on doing those, keep on saving the hammer stacks for whenever the collapsing stars are coming, and try, and also if like you get a wings proc, or like just don't waste wings basically. Ideally as Necro you always have wings up, but you will have downtime, and if that downtime lines up perfectly with the collapsing star, it might be pretty bad, but with like a 60 to 70% uptime from wings, it should barely be the case. Now whenever the boss faces, well, you will just have to deal with this dodging mechanic, which is plain and simply just a dodging mechanic, and the fight just keeps on going the same. You have collapsing stars, and you make the best of your abilities to AoE heal the fuck out of people whenever they are being dealt with. Nothing special about it, you just stick to melee, dodge, and kill. This boss does a lot of damage, but our kit is like pretty well suited as Necro Holy Paladins, and yeah, it's actually just not a bad fight for us. It's really not. It looks scary and mean, but it really will change depending on your comp. Like a 5 milli comp right here, this is ideal for a Necro Holy Paladin. This is as best as it can get. And yeah, you just see the healing from the collapsing stars is pretty neat. There will always be a scenario where you have to deal with a collapsing star as well at the same time as you're dealing with whatever the mechanic where you have to dodge is called. And whenever that happens, well, you just take a chill and like give yourself enough time. Ideally you're not the one soaking that, it might as well be the tank during that time or something, but yeah, just take a chill, you have time. Having something to track the time that it takes for the collapsing star to expire will greatly help in terms of just not stressing out too much, knowing that you have X seconds to go. I do not have such thing, but unless something goes very wrong, you can always deal with it with enough time. And here, the third one in the second phase is the one that happens at the same time as the energy fragmentation, that's what's called. So dealing with this one is the hardest one, because you will have to soak that and get knocked back at the same time as you have to dodge stuff. Anybody that's well suited for that can do it, but yeah, as you can see, if you just stand a melee and keep dodging away, like you stand with the boss away from whatever the place is that the fragments are coming from at that point, you just have more than enough time to dodge, and then just keep healing. But yeah, more like the bigger thing that I want to showcase here is just how good Holy Paladin healing is in a scenario where you have 5 milli. Now, is 5 milli the meta comp? It is not. There are some scenarios where that will not be ideal, especially during trash and fortified weeks. In boss especially, the couple keys that I've been doing recently, it just seems like everything just plays in our favor, and I don't see any big downsides so far. I'm sure there is plenty. But yeah, that's it for me, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one. See ya!